All right, peace, peace, peace. What up? First and foremost, hopefully the Most High House is blessing your day. Just want to come back with a quick if God's mercies you want to consume. We're alive in the Most High House body, and we're naturally alive. I just want to come back. I might leave this out. I just want to come back with a video, man, for y'all, man. First and foremost, hope all is well with y'all, man. Yeah, man, this is another day that we're alive in the Most High House body, and two, man, just naturally alive, man. Let's just go out there showing that love and kindness, care for one another, for our brothers and sisters, whether in the word or out the word, man. Let's appreciate, man. Like, let's be better than we were yesterday, man. Killing off the old man, old woman. Showing that love, man, because they don't know how far love goes, man. Especially godly love, man. So, yeah, man, exactly, man. So, and grow in knowledge, wisdom, understanding, and one, increase our faith and obedience, and knowledge, wisdom, understanding. So, yeah, man, I just want to get into this, man, because you know what it is too. I was talking about this with my homie, and like, I just want to get into this, man, because I was supposed to do this like 2 days ago, but because 20 was 2 days ago, man. But I was just like, we know. Actually, who else was talking to about this? I was talking about this with somebody earlier, man. Like, especially with this, like, generation now, and like, and it kind of it's in the all aspects of life, man. Like, they call it the participation trophy era. Or no, yeah, I was reading an article, man, like, about bad parenting, man. And when like one of what's that? It's about, like, it goes like one of the psychology articles, man. Sometimes I agree with most of the stuff they say on there. Sometimes I don't agree with some stuff for some of their reasoning or their takes on things or their viewpoints on things. But they said one of the signs of a bad parent, man, of bad parenting, or result of bad parenting is, like, what did they say in that article? It was just a constant like praise of the child, or constant like tell them how great they were. Pretty much, that's pretty much the same what they're saying. That's why, honestly, man, like, as the children, like, children of the Most High, man, as children of Israel, man, that's the reason why. Cause we see where this dynamic comes from. Cause that leads to bad. That's actually bad parenting. That's why the Most High your house shot doesn't tell us how great we are, man. Like, like, no, he don't get me wrong. Well, he does, but he just doesn't kind of constantly heap praise. Even the most righteous man, they got memorial in heaven and on earth, man. But that's just what it is. But a lot of those times, those men weren't looking for all that, man. Like, that's what just came with it, man. But that's why, like, even like the whole reincarnation doctrine, like, that's why, like that Proverbs 16:2, the Most High house shall waste the spirit, where that's coming from. One, because reincarnation isn't in the scriptures, and two, like, a lot of times, two, the spirit behind it is that, well, that's what this any fraction, man. It's just the fact that, certain people, they're just saying that because they just want to have that you know they just want that worship, man. They just want that reverence. They just want that, man. And and the scene goes to Most High house, but that's just neither here nor there, man. But it says, Proverbs chapter 29:5. I'll read it in the good news too. It says, "A man that flattereth his neighbor it spreadeth a net for his feet." So yeah, man, exactly, man. So yeah, man, and that goes into, what was that? It was actually, I was watching the one of the GMS brothers, videos, and they said how it was a king. It was, oh my gosh, I wish it was a story. I wish I remembered the story, man. It was a certain king that, in history. I'm not sure what nationality he was, but he was a king. He sat, like, he got tired of all the praise, and so he sat on the. It was pretty much teaching humility. Pretty much, he sat, at the end of the river, man. He set up a stone at the end of the river because too much praise was, like, was got to him, man. But I forgot, I watched that video a while back, man. But let's grab this. Proverbs chapter 29 and verse 5. It says, "If you flatter your friends, you set a trap for yourself." Because, yeah, man, because eventually, man, if you're constantly telling people how great they are, like it says, it's yeah, like it says, man. If you constantly tell somebody how great they are, of course they're just going to get, like, you're going to feed that person's, like, sense of ego, self importance, like, the pride comes in, man. It's just like, their ego is going to get even bigger and bigger, man. So that's why it says that. It says, a man that flattereth his friend, flatter his neighbor, spreadeth a net for his feet. So yeah. So see, this is why the Most High in your house, shot, man, they like nobody teaches the way they teach us, man. That's why, like as children, man, like even if you have children, man, just don't tell them, like, of course, and of course you tell them how, like, the good qualities and things that you appreciate about them, things in that nature, man. Of course, but you just don't want to constantly tell them how great they are, man, because that's why we can tell you see the most people that's out here, like powerful and arrogant, damn, they're actual narcissists, or because that word's kind of overthrown, but people out here that think so highly of themselves that you can't tell them nothing, or like have a God complex. That's part of where it comes from, man. But let's get this Revelation 2, man. That's why Yahushua did this, man. Like it says, listen, because that's what he said. Listen, he said this. He said this. Revelation chapter 2 and verse 19, and it says, I know thy works and thy charity. So notice how what the Yahushua is going into one of the churches. He said, notice how he starts off with the good. He said, listen, I like this what y'all doing right here. It says, I know thy works, thy charity, service, and faith, and thy patience, and thy works, and the last will be more than the first. So yeah, that's just another story for another day. That's going to like the new covenant, things of that nature. First shall be last shall be first, and the new will be better than the old, pretty much. Even think Revelation 13. No, I think this was a scripture that says that. Yeah, so the last will be better than the first, man. So yeah, so it says. Yeah. So that's what it is, going to the new covenant things, and it just says, "I know thy works and thy charity and thy service and thy faith and thy patience and thy works, and the last will be more than the first." Verse 20, he says, "Now this." Notice how he says this. Listen, this is why I appreciate y'all. Notice this. Here's where the things you need to work on coming. Notwithstanding, I have a few things against thee. Thou sufferest that woman Jezebel, that called herself a prophetess, to teach, and to seduce my servants to commit fornication, to eat things sacrificed unto idols. Yeah, exactly. So so this is what he's saying. That's really going to like pretty much that was going on during church in that time. Also too, like women, that's why Paul says, listen, I suffer a woman not to teach, man, because what did Jezebel do? Pretty much like she tried to usurp the authority of the king by doing what she did to oh my gosh, what's his name? Doing what she did that, and when you read Second Kings, so that's what's going into that too. But pretty much, man, that's what that is, man. But I really want to focus on that, because notice how Yahushua starts often saying, listen, I like this what y'all doing, but also y'all need to work on this. That's good parenting, man. That's like that's what it is good for children, man. Because like, listen, tell them what they the good that they're doing, but also things you need to work on. Just like the Most High Yahushua tells us like throughout this whole book, man. Like about that, and that's all part coming like that new creature that we talked about, man. Like constantly growing in the Most High Yahushua, man. Like constant, because what it is too, because most of Yahushua the perfectionists, man. Like most perfectionists are geniuses, man. Like, cause that's crazy, cause I'm pretty sure y'all watched the Michael Jordan documentary, man, The Last Dance, man. Like there's a reason why the way he was, man, because he won the greatness. Even it happens in sports all the time. Or even people actually went a month or so ago, saw Michael Jackson, the play about Michael Jackson, man, for the Dangerous Tour. But this Michael, because it went into how the whole process of how he rehearses, like what he does, his grind, and why that's why it's so good, because he because he was very demanding of perfection. He said, no, listen, we're gonna do this again. We're gonna do this right. Like at every thing it has to be right, man. So that's just what it is. Even I was watching a few months ago, like a month or so ago, when Tom Brady sat down with Patrick Mahomes. He said, "Listen, man," he said, "I came up in a time, man, my time like coming up in Michigan, and my time even in high school or in college, or especially in college, and my early years in the NFL, man, coaches would chew us out, man. It was just like they would let us have it, man. He came up in that with the Belichick's that Bill Belichick era, and even before that era, before him came in, he had to. It was coaches like like Bill Parcells, like Marty Schottenheimer, Jimmy Johnson, like coaches that let you have it, man. You know, that's is what it is, man. Now listen, everybody leads differently, but listen, that's what it is, man. But now he said, listen, they just telling them how great they are. It's like, yeah, that's why, like, you know, they people walk around with that sense of, like, you know, entitlement and aspects of narcissism and actually damn near narcissism, God complexes, and, like, you know, pride and ego, man. Because listen, man, that's why, you know, we see this current generation why they are, man. Because one, the parents are like that, and two, it's just like, you know, that time period, man. We just live in that, like, you know, participation trophy era, man. Like, you know, like the Herman Edwards said, man, you play to win the game, man. Like, so it is what it is, man. Just like, you know, yeah, man. Because even I was watching the Mace interview one time. Like, you know, he said, listen, man, that's why I think my era, you know, of rap, you know, like, you know, was the best, man. Because listen, he said, listen, when he was doing his first album, Harlem World, man, he said, listen, he said, D Dot, man, that's D Dot that y'all know. That's the mad rapper. Like, you know, if y'all follow rap, on Biggie's Life After Death album, on Kicking the Door, the Mad Rapper skit, that's him. But he said, man, he said, no, Mace, do it again. You just heard this Busta Rhymes song, do I gotta play it for you? You just heard this Jay-Z song, do I gotta play it for you? Do it again. He said, listen, and that made the best era, man. Like, you know, we don't have that do it again era, man. We don't live, like, you know, now just everybody's like, you know, saying no matter what fraction, man, how great they are and things of that nature, or like, you know, no standard, man. So, like, you know, and like no, that ties into, no, I'm glad that now I've been mentioning that standard, because that even ties into a conversation I had with my pop, man. I was like, we talking about be perfect, man. It's like how you can be perfect, man. Because most people don't like a standard. Even me myself, I had to work on that sometimes. It's like, no, listen, this is a standard. Like, you know, even I had to sometimes remove that word try, man, because when you say try a lot of times, like, you know, you're giving room for, okay, it's not going to be attained, man. I remember, man, working and he was kind of right on now. Looking back at it, I was just like, no, my mind says like, no, but you know, even when I was working for the city, man, it's crazy how Philly works, but Philly's kind of backwards a little bit with the whole how you know, as far as financially stuff that the city puts money into and whatever. But you know, I was working for a city, and we ran out trash bags on that time, and you know, we had to do a whole block sweep, and this was like the fall, and there was a bunch of leaves, and we had to have brown bags. So I was like, man, me and a coworker saying, man, this not gonna get done today. He said, listen, but when my coworker said, yo, it could get done, things of that nature, it's just he said something. But yeah, I was like, you know what, I thought, now I'm out thinking about it, I was like, yeah, man, but that just goes into that what we talking about, that try having that standard, man, because you know, that's just is what it is, man. So but back to the point, like I was saying, man, but like, you know, my pop was saying, like, you know, because he was Jehovah's Witness, whatever, but as long as the Most High in your house, no matter who you talking to, man, get the steam, man, you should be able, because it's about the word at the end of the day, so you should be able to talk about the word with anybody. But I was listening, I was like, no, man, all when the Most High in your house, that says be perfect, man. He said all they're saying is, man, keep your integrity. That's it. But you know, he disagreed. That's like not only him, but a lot of people disagree. Like, no, you can't be perfect. Things of that nature. Like, but one people mistake with perfect, like with like, you know, how modern times, how we use it now, like we're not having any flaws, man. There's a bunch of men in this book that were perfect, man, but you know, they had little mishaps, had little mess ups, things, and these were like, you know, holy men, but they had their flaws as well, but they were perfect in the Most High in Yahushua's eyes. And like that second Esdras 7:19 says, like, you know, in the Most High, like in Yahushua, they're the ultimate judge. You know, the Most High is the ultimate judge. So like, you know, so who's gonna tell you on that, man? But yeah, man, and that's just most people don't like the brother sent me first one says don't want a standard, man. But yeah, man, that's just is what it is, man. So let's get this Proverbs 19 again. It says let's see here, Proverbs 19, it says, a man that flattereth with his neighbor spreadeth a net for his feet. So yeah, man, that's just is what it is, man. Because where's that at? I want that net. I forgot. Oh, I forgot where it is. Oh gosh, it's all good. If I can't find it, it's all good. It's all good. I can't find it, man. But yeah, man, it's just most Most don't. Let's get Sirach 22, 23, 22. Yeah. I forgot to get this too, man. Because notice how Sirach even says, Ecclesiasticus, Sirach even says, he said, listen, man. He said, because he wants somebody. He says, Sirach, Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, chapter 23 and 2. He says, who set scourges over my thoughts, and the discipline of wisdom over my heart? They that spare me not for my ignorances, and not pass me and pass me not by my sins. So yeah, let's read this again. It says, who will set scourges over my thoughts, and the discipline of wisdom over my heart? And they that spare me not for my ignorances, and it pass not by my sins. So yeah, it says, let my ignorances increase, and let my sins abound to my destruction, and I'll fall before my adversaries, and my enemy will rejoice over me, whose hope is far from thy mercy. So exactly, man. So that's just is what it is. And what Sirach is saying here, man, listen, no, he wants the Most High Yahushua to correct me. No, show me what I'm doing wrong, man. Like, no, show me what I'm doing wrong rather than what I'm doing right, man. That's just no, show me what I need to work on. Like, all that other stuff, that's cool, man. But show me what I need to work on, man, so I can be even better, man. So that's just is what it is. Because he wants the Most High Yahushua and other people to correct him on things, man. He said, no, man, that's because, that's what the wise want to do, man. It's like, like they want that, because even the brother on here, man, even I still got working what the brother told me, man. That's why, like, my videos, sometimes I don't even like them a lot of times, but I do, this is for the Most High Yahushua, man, honestly, man. And like, even if the brothers or sisters that enjoy this, cool, that's cool. But, even this, man, he said, listen, man, sometimes when they talk, sometimes I'm not doing now, but talk a little slower, man, so you can get your points across better, man. Also, too, like, another brother, I'm not sure he's the brother or not, or on my movie channel, man, I made a video. He said, listen, little loquacious, man, because, y'all know I'm like the king of getting on sidetracks and sidebars and things. He said, listen, just kind of get to the point with that. I was like, and I still was taking that to mind, man. So, yeah, man, that's just is what it is, man. So that's good, like, getting that, like, that correction, man. So I want to get that in Good News Translation, man. And that's what that Leviticus 2:4-27 is about too. Like, but also too, that was a film of Yahushua. They know not what they do, but yeah, man. Yeah, man. Let's get this Ecclesiastes 22, 23, and 22. Ecclesiastes 23 and 22 in the Good News. He said, I wish I could be with for my thoughts, so that I would discipline, or I could discipline my mind. I would not want to be spared where I'm wrong. Exactly. I would not want a single sin to be overlooked. Exactly. So he's asking, man, listen, no, please cleanse me, fix me, like, show me what's wrong with me, like, honestly, man, because the wise man, actually, you know what? Let's grab that. Where's that at? Where's that at? Because it's right there somewhere. Yeah, where's that at? I want that in the a wise man. What you call him? It's in Ecclesiastes 2. It says for wise man, it's he'll appreciate the correcting better rather than a compliment, man. Where's that? Oh my gosh, where's it at? Let me look at this in the Good News Translation. It's gonna be somewhere. Yeah, okay, 28, yeah, because I read the other day. Proverbs said 28 and verse 23. It says, correct someone afterward, he'll appreciate more than flattery. Yeah, man. Same thing as Sirach. He said, listen, man, tell me what's wrong with me. Please don't even let something I'm doing wrong, man. Like, no, I want to be that, man. Like, I want that, it says, and it says 3 Sirach chapter 23 verse 3 says, I will not keep on sinning and making one mistake after another. I could fall to my enemies and to be humiliated by them. Yeah, and it says here, and my enemies shall rejoice over me, and whose hope is far from thy mercy. So yeah, this is not only talking about like there might be enemies of your own kin or like the other nations, but also too and that sin and death, man. That's it, man. Whose hope is far from mercy, but that far from thy mercy, but that thy mercy was like what the Most High Yahushua brought, man. What Yahushua brought, like so like that's just is what it is, man. So that's just what you want though, man. That's why Yahushua, they do that, man. Listen, I'm not like he even in that instance, man. Listen, they do that even throughout the whole word, man. Like, listen, this is what y'all good at, but this is what y'all need to work on, man. So I love this here, but like you could get better at this here, and also too, man. That's how the Most High House work. Sometimes things aren't necessarily like sin per se or transgressor or iniquity. It's just things that he just don't rock with. Like, listen, I just don't really like that. You can work on that. Just don't do that. Like, I don't like that. Like, I don't really, like, yeah, I'm just not really with that. So, that's just what it is too, man. So, hopefully this is edifying, man. So, peace.